Hi, welcome to the Foot Function Centre. This is the place where we bring all of our elite athletes to come and get assessed. I'm Nick, one of the founders of Enertor, and we're really thrilled to have one of the legends of marathon running here today, Mr. Marathon Marcus.
Hi Nick.
Hey Marcus, thanks for coming down. It's really good of you to come.
Thanks for having
So we're
me.
going to get you inside, get you assessed, and hopefully get you out there performing better and staying injury free.
Good stuff, let's go.
All right, come on in, Marcus. I'd like to introduce you to Paul, world-leading podiatrist. He's going to be assessing you today, so I'll let you guys just get on, and hopefully afterwards I'll come and find out how it's gone. But hopefully we'll get something sorted and performing better and staying injury-free.
Good stuff. Thank you.
All right, cheers, Marcus.
So, obviously, with Nick that was leading you in here just then, I'm very, very interested in how you move. So, obviously, with the amount of marathons and the distances you tend to run, I need to know whether or how your body's actually beginning to move. So, what's been going on for the past however many marathons you've run recently?
Last year I decided to run 4 marathons, and I got an Achilles injury and an IT band injury on my right hand side.
Right.
But at the time I think I sort of didn't do as much strength conditioning as I'm doing now. The Achilles injury is gone away, but the IT band does kind of flare up very often.
And what time was that throughout the marathon? When did that flare up?
So my last marathon in Tokyo was around about mile 11.
Fantastic, right, excellent. Okay, can I have a look at your shoes, Marcus?
Yes, no worries.
Brilliant, oh wow, they do match the Enertor colours there, don't they?
Yeah.
Wonderful. So again, just wanting to orientate and know exactly how this shoe helps you, and seeing if we can begin to enhance them a bit further. Brilliant,
Okay.
Let's get going.
Thank you.
So make yourself comfortable. That's it, and pop your feet down this end here. Apologies, I'm rather tall, so I don't want to hurt my back. But excellent. Looking at the way that you've just been walking through there, you mentioned you have some sort of scoliosis or something along those lines?
Yeah, I've got a slight curve in my spine, and that impacts my right side.
Is that been from birth? Have you always had that?
Since probably teens,
You noticed it from there?
I had a lot of back pain and it developed from there.
Brilliant.
Not from birth.
So, looking at your feet here though, you definitely have runner's feet, don't you?
Yeah.
How many toenails have you lost this year?
Too many.
Too many. Right, just relax your feet for me. You completely go floppy for me there, Marcus. That's the one. Excellent. What I'm interested in again is what your natural ranges of movement are. So that's not only at your foot, but that's also at your ankle, your knee and your hip. But we'll be able to look at all of those there. Brilliant. Now if I push on your hip on the opposite side, is that uncomfortable?
No.
Good. Now we swap those legs over. Excellent. Right, let's get you standing. When you're at a safe height and you're not going to hurt yourself, I'll get you just to stand on that black mat for me. Wonderful. Now, I appreciate that it's a bit weird, someone standing in front of you with a clipboard, making notes on how you're standing. So I'll get you to take a couple of deep breaths for me, just to try and relax, and bear with me while you make a couple of notes about how you're standing there. Fantastic, good. Again. No, very good. Very impressed. You're in good shape. Let's get you on the scales.
Okay.
There we go, she's making note of this. The pressure sensors, we need to know what your accurate weight to ensure then that we get an accurate set of data there. That's wonderful. Don't worry, I'll keep that a secret for you, mate. Okay. Right, follow me round onto the black mat. So follow around, pull the way through, and then all the way here, there's a small step just onto the black mat. Right, we're going to get you walking and running now.
Okay.
So Marcus, how was that?
It's really good, thank you.
Very good. You're not too tired?
I'm feeling good at the moment.
Excellent, there you go. I suppose on the marathons you do this is small fry. But as I was saying beforehand, wanting to measure how you're moving is really, really important, and how we can begin to measure that is obviously through our pressure analysis technology for a foot scan, but also as well through the video technology here. So we can begin to see simultaneously what's happening at that moment that your foot comes into the ground. Now, what we can begin to see, and obviously what we found when you were doing the functional assessments earlier, was that right leg of yours wanted to internally rotate. Now, the joints that are responsible or can allow for that movement is the foot when it will want to begin to pronate, but equally the hip and how it begins to internally rotate as well. Now, what this software allows is for me then to be able to determine when the hip is rotating and when the foot is pronating, to begin to determine, to be able to give me an opportunity to help you the best that I can. Okay. So what the foot scan images here just very quickly is looking at is this white dotted line, which is your centre of pressure, and we're wanting to know how that centre of pressure is orientated in comparison to the left-hand side. Yeah. Now what you can begin to see here is that the lines are quite different, and you've got a tendency to put a little bit more, where your centre of pressure is tending to go a little bit more lateral through the centre of the foot, which you can see from here. Yeah. And also, but you can see on the right-hand side that the right-hand side wants to drop in a bit more medially. It wants to rotate internally. That movement then begins to create a catalyst of movements moving up the limb, so through the shin, through the knee, and that's where we want to then look at it on the video screen. And what we've got is we've slowed it right down. There we go. And as the left foot's beginning to make contact, that limb is perfect, brilliant, no problems at all. The right hand side is the one that's just beginning to buckle. It's just beginning to go into an internally rotated position. And that internal movement is what then it lengthens your iliotibial band. It's not serious by any stretch of the imagination. We just need to be able to make you a bit more aware of how you're beginning to move. So working on how your hip strengthening, but then us then supplying something that can go into your shoe that's not only then going to be able to control that movement or give you a bit of help in that area, but equally as well take a little bit of stress off of your calf muscles, because you're going to be pounding them as you're going to be on the tarmac. Yeah. Obviously the best thing for that is our Enertor Performance Insole. In fact, we might have some here actually. Brilliant. Pop them in for me.
Good stuff, will do.
What we'll then do is we'll get you running in these ones, and what we'll see is a comparable difference between the two. We're wanting that centre pressure line to go lateral, and that then will begin to impact on what the knee's doing.
What's the lifespan of these?
They're indestructible. When I say indestructible, I don't want you to go and try and blow them up or anything, but the material itself, it will not disintegrate, it will not change. It's something that's been Enertor are particularly proud about, and us here at the Foot Function Centre use it heavily, not only within obviously our off-the-shelf devices, but we use it heavily within our bespoke products as well. So purely because it gives patients what they want. It's a long-lasting, high-quality material that continues to do its business mile after mile, and in your case, that's certainly the element.
So how long would you be looking to sort of replace it? I know with shoes, for example, let's say ideally like every 500 miles or something like that.
Yeah, with the D3O, I would I would expect the insoles to outlive about 3 or 4 sets of trainers. So again, depending obviously how long you're actually, or how much running you're actually beginning to do, you would want it to do it. Obviously we're using that as a guideline. I would expect them to last for longer, but obviously just in terms of giving you a fresh feel, exactly, that's exactly it.
Okay, so I get up?
Absolutely, let's get you on the runway. Brilliant, so how did that feel?
It felt a lot better.
Fantastic. So that combination with the Enertor, allowing that absorption there within the foot, just gives you that really comfortable feel. That's what I like to tend to run in, but there's no comparison between me and you, Marcus. Looking at the foot scan images here, what we've got on here, this one is the one without the Enertor insole in, and this is the one with the Enertor insole in. This is you without the Enertor, and this is you with the Enertor.
Yeah.
Sorry about the confusion there. But what we were looking for is we're looking at specific similarities or differences between what the limbs are doing.
Yeah.
Now continually, with the Enertor, same on both sides, that left leg is working perfectly well. So in terms of dramatic changes, to be honest, I would argue you probably wouldn't even need anything. However, in terms of making sure that everything's nice and symmetrical and nice and even, we begin to look to do whatever we can do within the right hand side to add to the lift. Then what we can then begin to see though, and when you're not in the insoles, you can begin to see that this knee begins to buckle or collapse, certainly as you can begin to see from here.
Yeah.
Now you can see the way that the limb wants to continually internally rotate the moment that foot makes contact. So if you just begin to keep an eye on this patella, this kneecap from here, the limb then wants to buckle and move in.
Yeah.
Now looking at that same movement when it comes around on the in this screen here, you then begin to notice that the knee then begins to act in a much straighter fashion. So
Yeah.
we then begin to look at the same movement coming through here. So left leg, perfect, no problems at all. Right leg, as the foot then begins contact, again, much straighter.
Yeah.
So mechanically, these lever arms, this femur of yours, isn't rotating internally as much, therefore then
Yeah.
the iliotibial band isn't going to be put under as much tension. That then, in combination with what the foot scan shows us, is telling me that the Enertor performance insole is exactly what I'd be willing to give you. This is exactly what's going to work. It's exactly what's going to be able to give you that relief. And comparing the centre of pressure lines, so once again looking at these white lines,
Yeah.
we're wanting that line to come through the second metatarsal, through the central border of the foot. Again, when you're in the Enertor insole and when you're without, when you can begin to see that line begins to become a little bit too close to where the big toe is sitting.
Yeah.
That happens too quickly. That movement dropping in and coming over to the big toe exacerbates and accelerates that internal rotation.
Okay.
Now with the application of the insole, you're now controlling that. Obviously we still need you to be able to strengthen the limb, so that right glute of yours, as we've talked about, really need to be able to strengthen that up a little bit more. Combination of that with the performance insole, I can see you running a lot more marathons from today, absolutely. So, very good.
Thank you.
I'll let you get back on the track. Good man.
Cheers, Bob.
No problems.
Thank you.
So, Marcus, how'd it go?
It went really well, Nick, thank you.
Okay.
Seeing the difference from the start to the end, how the insoles corrected the curve in my knee and straightened it out towards the end was really helpful, and really looking forward to using them in Paris now.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for coming down. We really appreciate it. And good luck in Paris, and we'll be watching out for you.
Good stuff.
Brilliant. Thanks
Thank
so
you.
much. All right,
Cheers.
cheers. Thanks. Okay, that was the day here with Marathon Marcus. We're really happy that he seemed to get something out of it, and we're looking forward to seeing him in Paris. So, thanks again for everybody for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got something out of it, and looking forward to you being out there breaking your limits too.